Alright, what's good, y'all? Back with another video. You already know what shoe I'm reviewing, but today we're reviewing a LeBron 22, the Monopoly colorway that just dropped. So before we get into it, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. I got a new camera too, so let me know how you like the video quality and everything with this one. Still trying to figure out the settings and everything with it. Any shoe recommendations or any shoes you want to see me review, let me know in the comments below. I'll try my best to make it happen. So as far as the looks go with the shoe, I like the colorway, but the design just kind of throws it off a little bit for me. So as far as like the pattern goes on the actual shoe with the money signs and the different colors, the pink tongue, different color bottoms on each shoe, I think that's fire. But then when you start throwing in like this gray swoosh right here that goes around the whole shoe and the heel, kind of gives them like Freak 5 vibes, and I just don't think it looks the best. I do think the signature on the heel tab is pretty cool though. Nike's back at it again with the updated Nike Sphere collar. For what? I don't know. I don't find any like extra cushion or use or like benefit to this here collar. They could have just put a regular one, and I feel like it would have been fine personally. But hey, that's updated. As far as the upper goes, I didn't find anything online that said like what the specific material was on it, but it's kind of like a hard, almost like plasticky material on the upper, which I don't think will get that dirty pretty easily, which is good, since the majority of the upper is a pretty light, like whitish, grayish color. And they do have this Monopoly gem on the tongue as well that holds the laces on the inside. And this nice stitch pattern on the inside of the tongue. One thing I will say that they do a great job of with LeBron shoes, which is, I guess, bang for your buck, is they add a lot of premium materials and everything into the shoe, which a lot of times makes the shoe heavier. But we're going to get into that later. But I do think it's cool to add a lot of cool details into the shoe and everything. But sometimes I feel like they just overdo it with trying to throw stuff in the LeBron shoe. Next on the list is Lockdown. And here we go with this added Nike Sphere stuff. Kind of interfering with the lockdown. So I always do a test at the end of my like minute-long sneaker reviews where I like try to slip my foot out the shoe. Where I'll push on the heel, try to pull my heel out while the shoe is completely tied. And I'll show you a video. But you guessed it, my foot came out, and it's probably just due to all the extra padding on there. When I was hooping and running around and stuff, I didn't have any like extreme heel slippage or anything like that. And when we get into the midsole, I will say these shoes are actually pretty comfortable. I did not like the comfort on the 21s or the 20s. They just didn't work for my feet. I have flat, somewhat whitish feet, and when I wore the 20s, literally every time I wore them, my feet would hurt. It was like that damn near pins and needles type feeling. And then same with the 21s for the first couple wears. I haven't worn them since, so I don't know if they still feel like that. But these initial first wear, bringing them on the court, no issues. They felt cool, felt comfortable. The forefoot has a top-loaded Zoom Turbo unit. For the heel, it has a bottom-loaded Zoom Air unit. And then for the full midsole cushion setup, it's a compression-molded Cushline 2.0 midsole. One thing that kind of confuses me is how Sabrina 2s that are $130 got Cushline 3.0. Then the LeBron 22's got a Cushline 2.0. It does say compression molded, so maybe that makes the Cushline a little bit better. But hey, for $200, I would assume that we would get the most updated version of Cushline. That's just my logic, my thinking. Call me crazy if you want. But nonetheless, the cushion is not an issue and it feels good. As far as the shank goes for the shoe, this does have a top-loaded, looks like a TPU shank in the shoe. And it has this molded midfoot saddle, which, thanks. I guess thanks. Like, bro, I just have such high standards for LeBron shoes, and I always see him like, damn, these have potential to be good. And also, LeBron has been my favorite player since I was literally a kid and started watching basketball. And I always want to wear shoes. I want to love them, but I just don't, man. I don't know. Top-loaded TPU shank. Let's get carbon fiber in a Nike. Y'all got it? Throw it in there, please, just cuz. This thick little saddle they didn't put in the middle of the shoe. It's cool. They added a Nike sign on there and a Monopoly logo. I don't really know what it's for, if I'm being 100% honest. Now let's get into the outsole. So Nike decided to go away from the just traditional herringbone traction. They put on a lot of shoes, and they went the multi-zone linear traction pattern on the bottom of the shoe. And I'm not gonna lie to y'all, this actually might have been a mistake. Testing the shoes out on the court, traction wasn't the best. In the court, I did the traction test and everything. It wasn't really super dusty or anything like that, and I was definitely sliding on different cuts. It's like a semi-translucent to translucent outsole, so maybe that's the issue. But I did hear from some of my other followers that the first colorway that they released as well had bad traction. So that's a bad sign as far as shoes go, because I feel like that's probably one of the most important factors when it comes to a basketball shoe. And for those that love to know whether or not the shoe squeaks, even though I know it doesn't change anything on performance, these do happen to squeak. As far as the fit goes for the shoes, these do fit true to size. And like I said, they were pretty comfortable for me on the first wear. So I can't complain about that. Retail price on a shoe is $200, which for a lot of people is a lot of money on a basketball shoe, especially when there are some solid options out there from $100 all the way to $130. Even a lot of shoes are on sale that you may find on outlets for $60, $70, $80 at that. They did put a lot of tech into the shoes, so you are kind of getting your money's worth when it comes to it. But as far as the performance goes, $200, there's probably some better options out there at this price point. But like always, with most Nike signature shoes, these aren't extremely hot. They're not selling off the shelf. So if you want to wait and get them later and you thought they were cool or anything like that, you'll probably find them in the outlets in about 3 to 4 weeks, if not a little longer, and you'll start seeing all the colorways in outlets, and you can take your pick on which one you'd want. And it'll probably be around $100 to $120. That's usually the typical outlet price for LeBron models. Another issue that we ran into the shoe that I talked about earlier in the video is the weight. These are 445 grams. Average weight of a basketball shoe for my shoe size is 370 to 400 grams. So at 400, it's still average, but it's on the top end and it's getting heavy. 440 is getting into that like A range, the AE1 low range, the close to the AE1s. The Harden 8, Harden 7 range. Those are about 460, 470 grams. These things, even though they're a low top, kind of bulky, kind of clunky. And they felt like it when I was wearing them. I put them on, tied them up, everything. I'm moving. I'm like, bro, they just feel like bulky in a sense. Like, they feel like thick. I didn't get to wear them yet. I got them at the store and went straight to the gym. Nonetheless, I came home and I saw the weight and I was like, that makes a lot of sense, actually. But LeBron is 6'8", 240, 250. So, hey, there are LeBron shoes. Maybe some of y'all like a more sturdy, bulkier shoe. A lot of y'all bigger guards or big, small forwards and stuff like that. Since that's his position, I can't really complain that he made a shoe for himself. Overall, though, I think it is a cool-looking shoe. Personally, I would wait until these are in the outlets. I obviously just got them because I wanted to do the review for you guys. Breakdown of these shoes is a comfortable, somewhat shaky traction, bulky shoe. That's what you're into, by all means, go ahead, go get them. I'm sure there'll be some cool colorways that come out later in the year. Hopefully he drops that all blue colorway. I believe that's a Monopoly collab as well. Those are hard, not gonna lie. Probably not gonna get them though, unless I happen to run into them in the outlets, but that colorway is hard. And if anybody at Nike is happening to see this, can we start putting the carbon fiber back in LeBron's shoes? Since it's a premium model, I'll take the herringbone traction anytime, please. Y'all can make it all fancy, put whatever pattern you want, but we need the grip to be good. A quick little 360 of the shoe and everything before I get out of here. A lot of cool details and hints in this shoe. But that's all for today. I appreciate y'all tuning in. Like I said, more sneaker reviews. I'm trying to be as consistent as possible on both of my channels. If you haven't checked out my other channel, y'all don't know what I do for a living besides this too. But I'm a professional dunker. I'm 5'6". I have 50.5 inch max vert. And I just dropped a workout video. I'm going to drop more dunk sessions, workout videos. I need to do my travel vlogs. I went to Dubai twice in October for different dunk contests. One with NBA, one with FIBA. I didn't really make any content out of it. I got paid to go and do everything, so I was like, all I was really focused on, but I gotta start taking advantage of that as well. But I'm out of here. I catch y'all. Appreciate y'all. And if you like the video, make sure you like, comment, subscribe.